everyone, I'm Deanne from Newfoundland, Canada. Welcome to my stitching channel, Stitching on the Rock. We are in March Madness and this is video number 7. Good morning. Ignore the kind of half damp hair. Trying to get this done a little early because we are expecting snow later today and I have to run to the store to pick up a couple of things. Yesterday was the most beautiful spring day, and now we're expecting 10 to 15 centimeters of snow. Welcome to weather in Newfoundland. You never know what you're going to get. I don't mind. It's no big deal. The only disappointment, well, for my family is my sister and my mom were flying out tomorrow to Tampa to visit family, and now they had to move it to Friday, which means they're back a couple of days later. But that's life. I'm a go with the flow kind of person. My mom, not so much. She was stressed a little about traveling. She doesn't really like it, but she wanted to see her aunt. She lives in Ontario, but she spends the winters in Florida, and they're actually only a few years apart. And she's been at Mom to come visit her. And so my sister bought a ticket for her to go with my mom, so that she could get to spend some time with her, because they're both up in their 80s now and don't want to think about them passing on, but really at that age it's inevitable, so they want to spend some time together. So anyway, that's enough about life. March Madness. I've been so pleased with how I'm doing. I'm stitching every day on my piece. I'm putting up my polls on Instagram. I'm doing my videos. And for someone who procrastinates, that's amazing for me. And I have a little hiccup because when I went yesterday morning to do a screenshot of the results of my last poll, it was already gone. Aaron was off on Monday, and we were up late Saturday and Sunday nights watching the Briar. For those of you who don't know, that's our national men's curling championship, and one of the best teams in the world is from here in Newfoundland, Team Guju, and they were defending champions, and they won again, which was great, but we stayed up really late to watch the matches. Yesterday morning, getting him up and getting him off to school, he was a bit more slow, and so by the time I got him out the door and settled down and went to take a picture of the pole, it was gone. But Circle of Friends was leading, so I'm going to assume they won. I'm pretty sure they won, or it won, so that will be the one moving on to the next round. So round number 7 is where I'm going to show you. So first up was Queen of Hearts by Rachel Anderson, and there will be a picture showing what it's supposed to look like. And I got 770 stitches done, which is amazing for a day for me, especially a weekday. And they were all black. So you probably can't tell a whole lot of difference from the last time you saw it, but there's 770 more stitches of 310 in there. And then I told you last video it was going to go against Fairy Roses by Mirabilia, but then when I looked, and I only have round 1 bracket left today and tomorrow's, I had realized I had not included Fleur de Lis by Jeanette Douglas Designs, one of my favorite pieces I'm working on. So out went Fairy Roses and in came Fleur de Lis. So this is where I am on this. And you may notice both of them have a little stain. I had a chocolate croissant for breakfast and I washed my hands, but somehow a little bit of chocolate managed to stay on my hand and get on both pieces, so I had to run to the sink and sponge it off both of them, and it came off both of them, but they each have a little damp spot. So here's where I am with Fleur de Lis. I finished my last loonie. Last time I showed you, I said we had dollar coins, which were a loonie, and $2 coins, which were toonies. I was trying to figure out what 3 loonies would be to have a $3 coin, but Troonie or Triuni didn't really sound right. But I got that row done, and I got which I'm gonna butcher, Fleur Saint Laurent, which is the St. Lawrence River in French, obviously, done. And the little row down here, which Jeanette, I should tell you what she says it is. I don't see pattern. I'll tell you what it is when I go through all of them at the end of the pattern. But it had something to do with pieces of land and getting to the river, and that way back when it was first settled. So those two are in a poll on my Instagram, Deanne_Stitching on the Rock. And if you want to go and give it a vote. And up next are my two fairly new starts. I showed them the last big video I did. Little Things by Stitching Through the Years and Anne of Green Gables by Amy Stewart. So we'll see how those two go in the next couple of days. And I'll see you again on Saturday. Bye.